So we're going to kind of go share some of the synergy with the deck, I guess. So first of all, you have Dogmatica and the Invoked engine, which of course you can just make Mega Bell with. And of course when you special summon Mega Bell, you can special summon out your Dogmatica cards. But another thing, some other things that you can do with it is that you can use Dogmatica to send like say, and this is going to seem weird, Cross Sheep to the graveyard. And Cross Sheep is actually a beast type, so it will count for. Um, so if you have like Ceres out on the field and then you send a Cross Sheep to the graveyard, it will count as one of the materials for a link summon of a Tribrigade monster. Um, the same goes with some of the other ones. Yeah. Well, okay, so you can also send another thing that you can do is if you have Invocation on your field in your hand and you have say Maximus or Ecclesia in your hand, but you don't have a Alistair, you can special Ecclesia or Maximus to send Alistair to the graveyard and then fusion summoning and then fusion summon that way. Or you could send it to the graveyard by extra Foolish Burial. Either way would be fine. Also, Brigand is a beast type monster, so you can banish it to special summon one of your Tribrigade monsters. Some other synergy is that Fractar is a fire, so it will count towards your Alistair the Invoker play. So you can use, if you're going up against Salamangreat, you can banish something from the graveyard, or you can also have the option of using Fractar instead. So with Foolish Burial, you can send any of your monsters. You can send the Tribrigade monsters if you need to send them. You can send Fawn of Albaz if you need a dark monster in your graveyard for Kali Yuga. You can send one of your Dogmatica for Mechaba. You can also send Alistair if you have that in your hand and you have if you have Invocation and Foolish Burial but no Alistair. That's just some of the synergy, and then of course you have the Kali Yuga play where you tribute it to Special Asylum. Yeah, it has some pretty interesting synergy. I guess you could send Starving Venom and then Special Kali Yuga that way as well. Other than that, well, you can also special if you end up using the Rock Invoked monster, you can do that. The Maximus is good for sending pretty much anything in your extra deck, including Fruitless Flower. Fruitless Flower just allows you to draw a card and then send one back into your deck, or to the bottom of the deck, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of like that's kind of some of the stuff you can do with it. I suggest, though, if you're going to play the deck, I really suggest playing it yourself because you'll come up with some really interesting combinations. Yeah. I will see you guys soon. Okay, so I guess we've already kind of started, but anyways, so we are going to, first of all, we're going to activate Magical Meltdown and grab Alistair, or not, but that doesn't really matter at this point. You can activate Foolish Burial, and send Naval, and then Naval will trigger to add Ceres. We can activate Ceres' effect to discard the second Naval to special summon itself, and then banish both of the Navals from the graveyard to special summon the Fruitless Flower from our extra deck. After that, we can special summon out the Silver Bullet for next turn, or your opponent's next turn, I guess. And then also trigger the Fruitless Flower, and that will allow us to draw a card and place one on the bottom of our deck, and we are going to play Flordelis the Nated. After that, we are going to special summon out Ecclesia, because we have a link monster on the field. Ecclesia's effect is going to activate, and we are going to grab Maximus. After that, we're going to trigger the effect of Maximus to banish the Fruitless Flower from the graveyard, and special summon itself. and we are going to send Brigand and Ash Dragon. So if you're wondering why I don't play more of these cards, it's just because if you really only need one of them, because they really, after you send one of them, after you even have just send one of them to the graveyard, you're already really set up. If you were to play two of each in the deck, they would basically just become one more cards. So yeah, that is the play. So yeah, so where does this kind of get you? So during the end phase, we're going to trigger Brigand and Ash Dragon, and they will allow us to get a Tribrigade or Dogmatic card respectively from our deck to our hand, or alternatively Fauna of Albaz, but we already have that in our hand. And Albaz would potentially allow us to special summon using our opponent's monsters, and you also have Maximus on the field, so you can disrupt your opponent during our turn, I guess, using Metis, and you can also send the Fruitless Flower to allow you to draw and place one on the bottom of your deck. So that's kind of where this first combo gets you, I guess. Okay, so in this combination, we're going to start off by activating Fractar to send to the Graveyard Naval. And you can see I've already banished him from Paw of Desires. Activating Naval, and we're going to add Ceres. After that, we're going to activate Invocation, and we're going to special summon out Ash Dragon by using Fauna of Habaz and one of the Flordelis, the Knight of Dogmatica. And that's going to allow us to special out Ash. And we can also special out these, as they just allow you to this will allow you to potentially special out any of your Dogmatica cards from the deck. So right now we've got 2 Tribrigade in the graveyard, but we don't have any Tribrigade in our hand, so we're just going to normal Ceres and activate its effect, banishing these 2. We're going to special out the Fruitless Flower, and then we are going to go into the Silver Bullet. Fruitless Flower's effect is going to trigger, and we're going to draw one, and we are going to place the Enlightened on the bottom of our deck. So where does this get you? So first of all, you've got like a 3700 attack beat stick. Second of all, if Adam is sent to the graveyard, you will be able to special out Ecclesia or Maximus, respectively. And Lugal allows you to special summon a level 4 or lower beast, beast warrior, or winged beast from your hand or graveyard. So you could potentially special summon back Ceres, and then, however, if it's still, you get to add it to your hands during the end phase, if it's still there. If it's still in the field, I guess. So yeah, that would be combo number 2, I guess. Alright, so with this third combination, I guess we're going to activate Fractar, sending Naval. Naval is going to trigger, adding Ceres, and then we are going to actually activate Invocation and special Mechaba using Invoker and Maximus. From our hand, and then we're going to normal Ceres to activate its effects to banish these 2 from our graveyards, to special out the Fruitless Flower, and then we're going to special out the Silver Bullet. Fruitless Flower is going to trigger, and it's going to allow us to draw a card, and then place one on back on the bottom of our deck. Because Extra Foolish costs so much, and because it's just not as good as Maximus, we're going to place it back on the bottom of our deck, and then we're going to activate Maximus, banishing the Fruitless Flower to special summon itself, and with that we are going to send to the graveyard Brigand and Ash Dragon. And these 2 are going to, so where does this get you, I guess? These 2 are going to trigger during the end phase, and you're going to allow, they're going to allow you to add a Fauna of Albaz, or a Tribrigade, or a Fauna of Albaz, or a Dogmatica card from your deck to your hand. So you're going to be able to search 2 cards during the end phase. You have a potential negate here. you have Maximus, which will be able to send 2 cards from your extra deck to the graveyard, saying that if your opponent doesn't destroy it. And you have the Silver Bullet, which will allow you to special summon back a Tribrigade monster. So that's kind of like combo number 3, I guess. So that was the deck profile. I really hope you guys enjoyed. You guys really should try this out for yourselves. It's an interesting deck, for sure, but it's one that while I'm piloting it, I feel like it isn't going to do as well. I think it could be good, but while I'm piloting it, it's just not as good as it could be. So definitely try it out for yourselves. Come up with different combinations. You know, yeah. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.